Graham, no Dusautoir for France, which is obviously a loss for them, losing a player of his quality and intensity, but without him being there, how do you rate the quality in their back row?
Still as good. Potentially lose Dusautoir and bring Nyanga in. Cholet there, you've got Picamoles back in the mix. World-class players. And their view on the game, their view on the breakdown is the same as Dusautoir's. It'd be hard work. I remember this time last year, they'd had an indifferent start and they came to Twickenham and they brought Nyanga in for that game, and Dusautoir had the game of his life, probably his best game since the World Cup final. And they made life very challenging for us in that first 20 in particular, just stealing ball and winning penalties.
Nyanga and Picamoles obviously both favourites to lose. Did you see the game against Saracens in the Heineken Cup, and what does that say about how they might approach this game against England on Saturday?
I did see it, Steve, I did see it. I've seen it several times. Yeah, a lot of people have mentioned that the form of the European tournament and how English clubs have lost to these big French clubs and how that may affect us. Well, I look at it in a different way. I look at the individual performances of our guys in those games. Billy and Mako in that game in Toulouse were exceptional. They lost the game, did Saracens, but they were exceptional. I think of the form of Joe Marley in both Claremont games and both Metro games. Leicester beat Montpellier home and away, the form of Tom Youngs and Dan Cole. Then on the back of that, you've got the Saints beating Castres with a good forward dominant performance. So I'm not too worried about team performances, team scores against those French teams. I'm buoyed by the performances of our guys as individuals.
But was there a slow asphyxiation about the way that Toulouse went about the game, and does that say something about how you think France might play, considering the 6 forwards they might have on the bench?
Yeah, six forwards coming off the bench is always a challenge. Italy did it to us last year. It's always a challenge for us as a forward pack, but you have to manage the game well, play in the right areas, and make sure your breakdown is absolutely clean. Make sure the right numbers are there and doing the right thing. Otherwise, any team, particularly the French, can have a performance like Toulouse did to Saracens and stop their breakdown. Looking
back to your pack during the QB Internationals, had a really settled look to it. How important is that consistency as you try and build a team and a pack that can really dominate teams? Yeah, consistency helps, but we want more than just the 15 guys. We need 30 guys, and we need to have a look at those players. But no, I was pleased with the performance. They all know they've got lots more to do to improve, but we're going the right way. And Saturday's another huge challenge for us. If you're going to win over there, you've got to do a lot of things very well. I mean, I speak to our guys about doing lots of little things very well, exceptionally well. But we've got to be very disciplined. It's going to be a hostile environment. And rising to that and dealing with that is a good challenge for us. So I'm really excited about the game, to see how we go as a forward pack. You spoke about a dynamic all-action pack as well that scores tries, and were you pleased with 4 tries from your pack during the QB Internationals? It's quite a return. Yeah, it's pleasing to get some of that mauling going again, and a carrying, because I want that blend, as you say. I want us to be good at everything, because you've got to have every tool available to you. But there's still loads more to come, loads more. That last game against New Zealand, we did okay. You get them to 22-20, we let the game go, and there was some key errors in my department in terms of line-out, dropping ball, and you're letting them back in the game, and 2 phases later they score. Phil Vickery said the other day that as a forward pack, and especially as a front row, you test yourself when you go to France and play France, and South Africa to play South Africa. He's dead right. With that in mind, how big a test is this for your young pack? He's dead right, and I've done it with Vicks in those environments a few times. He's dead right, Much like the Argentinians, it's in their DNA as a forward pack to have a good set piece. The French, it is a challenge. He's dead right. You look at any French competition, any French top club team, they've got a very good forward pack, and everything revolves off the back of that. So to go over there and beat them in their own back garden would be exceptional for us.